Welcome to 91 Reasons, a pop culture fueled rocket into the far reaches of nerd culture. Featuring your hosts, Jeff, Rachel, Luna, Austin, and Josie. It's Tucker time.
As the 91 Reasons hiatus ends, the Homestuck hiatus begins.
Wait a minute, what are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm saying we're back.
Yes, 91 Reasons is back. Let's hear it for us. What took so long? Why has it been 3 weeks since you had a Homestuck episode?
We all moved in our own little recording studio of sorts.
Yes, we moved from Riverside back to Orange County. We're right by Knott's Berry Farm, fabulous Knott's Berry Farm. And we're actually, like you said, we're sitting in our own mini recording studio out here in the Great Yonder. We have a microphone, we have a setup. We're ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Who are we? I am the voice of 91 Reasons. I am Jeff.
I'm Austin.
I'm Luna.
And we are gathered around the electronic hearth one more time for Homestuck episode. Do you know what episode this is?
31.
31 episodes of Homestuck. Most Homestuck. I looked up. There are other Homestuck podcasts, but they don't make it to 31. A lot of them just sort of, They're like Hussey himself. They start out with all these updates and great things, and then slowly nothing happens. So last episode, it was the end of the world. You guys were talking about the end of Homestuck. He was going to end it for good. And you had a lot to say about that.
Because the comic was going nowhere, and we had no expectations.
And what happened?
He did one page. He did one flash animation where he saved the entire comic. One flash animation! And now we have hope for the entire thing. Then he sounded like he had no hope for the entire thing.
Yeah.
It's weird because he did one flash and you did, oh my god, yes! He knows what we want. The comic's gonna go on for another year and a half now with updates regularly. This is gonna be great. And then he says, I don't know where to take the comic. He gives up. Has Hussey ditched Homestuck?
I don't know.
That news post sounded...
He did the last update, which was Terezi Remember, and it didn't have any story elements. Nothing happened story-wise. No character arc was made. No story was moved forward. Nothing happened in that entire thing, but it was a message to the fans from Hussey saying he does still care about the characters. He hasn't given up.
He was the characters.
Yeah. Because he showed the characters, he showed that all the people that mattered, and he said there's still hope for the comic. And then he went completely silent.
It's weird because, we have all these arcs going on of these retcon characters. Now, at this point, right before Terezi Remember was the most controversial the fandom's ever been. You have 25% of the fandom that's like, yeah, I want it for the end, let's see the big battle. Then half of the fandom was just like, these are the worst updates I've ever read. So, that one flash didn't wrap up any of the story arcs we had going.
No.
Or anything towards the end of Homestuck. But it basically told you those 20 characters that caused all the controversy that were gone, the pre-retcon selves, they're back, it's okay.
They're back, it's okay. And so are all the people that died when God tearing.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
That's another controversial matter that no one knows what to think of.
He confirmed that when you go God tier, there's like an alternate version of yourself that goes to ghosts.
It's a prestige.
Yeah. Which version of you? But I think that's just going towards a general idea that all they do is talk about how doomed and useless the alternate timeline selves are. Yet in reality, there's no difference between them all, because here we have hundreds of more ghosts that were introduced in that flash that are just the alpha self as much as the alpha selves are. Right? Yeah. That John that became a ghost when John went God tier, that's not a doomed John. He was part of the alpha timeline. And yet he's a ghost and is going to be told by Vriska that they're a doomed,
Please
useless
don't bang
self.
on the table. Every time you do that, the whole audience goes, oh my god! Don't bang on the table.
Okay.
Recording tip number 1. Go ahead.
Okay.
Just talk.
Just talk.
Yes, please continue.
So...
You're banging while I said... The minute I said please continue, you bang your elbows.
I did not bang anything.
You did. Ask Luna. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh. That's all I really have to say.
Somebody suggested the microphone should be up and over down and not actually on the table to try to prevent that, but maybe I'll put a blanket under it. All right, so does he care about you, the fans, anymore, Hussey? Or is it done?
He
Is
was
it
with
just
his-
now?
He acted like he did, but he really doesn't.
It's weird because he came out with that flask and we were like, he does kill for us. This is the Andrew Hussey we know.
Well, you came in screaming that it was the greatest character you'd ever seen. And you asked me how you could make a cosplay that flashed between yellow and white, yellow and white, yellow and white.
See, here's the thing. That's when I weakened hope in the comic, is when that character stood up. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the most beautiful character design I've ever seen. What you don't know that day is that when I started role-playing as the character, people were calling me Satan. People hated me. Because when that update came out, that's when everybody went against Hussey. Because when that character was introduced, he wrote off one of the most beloved characters of the fandom. So when he wrote off that character, and that character didn't get an ending, that's it, they're not in the comic anymore, that's when everybody got really mad at Hussey, and everybody agreed the comic was going downhill. Which is weird, because I thought the comic had been going downhill for about 7 months now, ever since he did the lily pad scene, the fourth scene on the lily pad. I thought this comic was going downhill. But everyone kept telling me, no, it's not going downhill, Homestuck's still being Homestuck. Yet when that update came out, everybody flipped. Everybody lost it. And I was the one who said, it's not that bad. That was a pretty good update. It was written just like old Homestuck. And then right after that update was the really good flask that saved us all.
And then it's going away.
Yeah.
And then he did a news post, which is the most apathetic, I don't care about Homestuck, I don't care about you fans news post ever. He basically, multiple times in the news post said, yeah, whatever. Like, he was done. He was completely done with this comic.
He says that 99% of Homestuck is posted. The 1% of Homestuck will be posted sometime next year, maybe.
He was just like, yeah, it might update next year, I don't know, maybe.
But this is how he operates. You guys act like this is shocking. This is how he's operated ever since you got into Homestuck. The gigapause, the
Megapause.
nothing happening pause, the maybe I'll do something pause, the oh my god, he's back with a video game, it's gonna happen. Oh, when's it coming out? I don't know pause. So this is what you guys do. This is part of this. You understand? This is part of the relationship that you have with Hussey and Homestuck. Is that if he did regular updates, you'd never be satisfied. So he's slowing it down and throttling it back so that when he does do an update, you will be excited for it. This is abusive wife behavior. You're like, he loves me, and he only hits me when he loves me, and he must love me a lot.
Are you saying Hussey's being abusive to Homestuck?
Yes, that's what you know. I'm translating what you said.
Do you think he loves us fans?
Well, he loves your cash. He wants you to buy his merchandise.
He said
or does he? Because now at What Pumpkin, he gets a cut. Not What Pumpkin. We Love Fine. He gets a cut no matter what.
Yeah.
Because they got to buy their merchandise to keep on stock.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets another cut when it sells, right?
No, he gets paid once it sells initially. If they buy 300 pairs of leggings, he gets paid. Then they have to sell them to buy more. So his need is for them to sell, so they'll buy more. But he's already been paid.
Okay.
Like when I sell my books to Knott's, I get paid one time. When they sell them, they get paid.
Yeah, well, he seems to be doing a good job of that because I check it every few days.
Everything sells out.
Like every other day, the lunch boxes are low in stock, out of stock, low in stock, out of stock.
But
so they just keep buying it a box at a time.
But
and selling
is
them.
that true, or is that artificial to see if it spurs you to buy?
I don't know. There's no telling that.
I was at WonderCon last year. Remember, I hemmed and hawed over that diesel punk bag, the Houdini one, and the lady goes, there's only one or two of those left. They had plenty after I bought it. That's just a sales tactic. Running out of stock. Listen, they would never run out of stock. If you buy it, they're going to buy more to sell it to you. That's the nature of business. Nobody sell. I mean, yeah, you see us occasionally sell that, but we're not a big producer of things.
Pasco still have Problem Sleuth t-shirts.
I think so, but We Love Fine has the Problem Sleuth books.
Yeah.
Which I looked at that and I said, yes, this means We Love Fine has Problem Sleuth. Where's my Problem Sleuth design contest? Where's my Problem Sleuth cosplay gear?
That's not a big enough license for that.
I know. Someone already said to Waitzel on our Tumblr, when's the Problem Sleuth design contest? And Waitzel said, there's not enough interest. Not anytime soon.
Not on either end.
No.
Yeah.
Retailer or consumer.
HiveSwap the same deal until it comes out. The HiveSwap website has We Love Fine copyright at the bottom, but you can't buy anything HiveSwap. There's not a single piece of merch with those characters.
No, not yet.
The only thing we know they have is Homestuck gaming mouse pads, which I'm assuming is going to come out with the release of HiveSwap. Did we talk about Comic-Con on here?
Yeah, we did.
We did, right? All this.
about that,
Okay.
Comic-Con, Anime Expo.
Anime Expo.
Oh, okay.
You could talk about Scare LA. You actually met Homestucks at Scare LA.
I did. They're everywhere.
Yeah, so talk about that.
They were cosplaying Lock, Stock, and Barrel.
From Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, and Jeff even looked at them and said,
The minute I saw them, I go, those kids are into Homestuck. And you said, how can you tell? I said, I can tell.
Dad,
the
how
kid
did you
playing
know?
Barrel, quit banging on the table.
Oh.
The kid playing Barrel looked just like that little guy you keep showing me on your computer every 10 seconds with the gray makeup and the freckles.
Okay, that is cosplay reference. I need
Yeah.
you to see how I want to do the car cat makeup.
I've seen it. We've all seen it. I could draw it from memory.
I need you to show me how to do that.
Gray makeup and then freckles and rouge.
And you gotta show me. That's where I need to mention them, so. I got a cosplay contacts.
Where at?
Scare LA. And the cat eye contacts, they're yellow with cat eye. I'm gonna use them for my troll cosplay.
Yellow cat eyes. You are ready to go with your yellow cat eyes. Have you even tried putting them on?
No.
Why not?
I'm too scared.
You're too scared.
Yeah.
Don't dream it. Be it.
I know. I have been learning how to play guitar, though.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that great?
Are there Homestuck songs you could sing on the show once you learn how to play?
Yeah, there is, actually.
What's your favorite
It's all
Homestuck
regular
song?
songs with Homestuck
Yeah.
overlays.
What's the
Yeah.
best one?
Oh, you mean like the Broadway Homestuck songs?
Anything you play on guitar.
Oh, I could do Hey There Holly, which is
You're
acoustic.
doing the Beatles.
No, not Hey. That's Hey Jade. His is Hey There Holly.
No, you're doing modern hipster music.
I could do Beatles too. That's better actually, but that's not acoustic, is it? Is it?
Anything can be done acoustic.
Anything can be. I'm sure. If
Really?
Any popular song ever, type in acoustic music.
So they have
and
Hey
it'll come
Jude
right
in
up.
acoustic?
Let's preface that. Let's put a rider on that. Any song can be done acoustic if it contains actual music worth listening to. Like, I don't think you'd want to do an acoustic version of Nicki Minaj's Anaconda. I don't think anybody's going to want to hear that.
I bet it's been done though.
Oh, I'm sure it's been done. On YouTube, everything's been done. Awful. That's not even music.
You know, you mixing up those songs right now is the opposite of what I tell them. Because I always ask, hey, since you know all these Broadway Carcat songs, do you have a download or at least an HD version of Hey Jade? They're like, I do actually, and they send me Hey There Holly. Like, you know what? What's the difference?
There's HDH Hey Jay, but it's the second version.
It's in the hour mix.
Yeah.
And it's in the 45-minute mark. YouTube saves my spot, so.
It's the second version with extra dog jokes.
No, that's Hey There Holly version
Is
2.
there?
Hey Jade version 2 is just a much better version
Can
of
you
Hey
sing?
Jade.
The listeners are dying to hear you sing Hey Jade.
Oh God, no!
ahead.
I can't do it.
Hey Jade,
Don't make it bad.
don't make it bad.
Take this. I can't sing the
Take
next part.
this.
Well, it's cussing next, so I
Well,
can't cuss in the podcast.
We'll put another word in there. What cuss word is it?
But I can't say it on the podcast.
Well, you can say the F word, the S word. Really? You don't have any
The
idea?
F word.
The F word.
Combined with the A word.
F and A?
No.
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 AF. AF?
No.
No, I don't understand then.
F-A.
FA.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy,
And-
you're taking all the fun out of this. You're taking all the fun out of this musical moment.
And make it better.
Yeah.
We
Don't tap on the table.
to let
Getting
it
in tune. That's his
Yeah, that's a
into your
tune?
heart. I can't sing. I'm so bad at singing.
tap, Rose.
I can't sing.
Austin, you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it, except sing. All right, so why don't you guys take us through what the final update's plot was and what you think about that?
Oh.
Terezi did the screen thing where zappy stuff happened, and then it showed a bunch of ghosts waking up, and then there was a bright light as she held hands with her best friend, and then it ended.
We have no idea
That's
what
it.
happened, really.
There was no plot stuff.
Tuezi used her mind powers to do some mind thing, which
the mind
let her
thing.
look into the memories of her pre-Wetcon self. So it's basically explaining to us that when pre-Wetcon Tuezi died, because he got the dead screen in Game Over. Not Game Over, after Game Over. Long after Game Over, like 500 pages after, a long time. So he gets up off of the ground and realizes he's a ghost. Then C walks through the void as, like, C crosses paths with Whisker, and it's like, C's walking, and Paradox Space is creating these little squares for her to walk on as C walks through space and
They're
time.
walking through their memories together.
Yeah. Then, like, in the background, we see shots of Young and Trezzy and Whisker growing up, because they were remembering their memories. And then Trezzy and Whisker, pre-retcon Trezzy and Whisker, see each other for the first time since Trezzy had to kill Whisker back in Act 5, Act 2. They look at each other, they hold hands, they hug each other romantically. Hussey had to make sure the hug looked romantic. He went on and on about that, because we also figure out that Trezzy is taller than Whisker. And according to Hussey, it's so it can look more romantic.
Yep.
And as they hug, the space, time and space, like, breaks around them, because Lord English is destroying
You know they did.
Because Lord English is destroying the dream bubbles, and the cracks in the dream bubbles create a heart around them as they hug. And then we see a bunch of other ghosts wake up. All the pre-retcon selves waking up, because they died right before the retcon happened, they get to cheat the system and survive in the dream bubbles, rather than the retcon. Then we see a bunch of dead selves wake up, like various dream selves and various god tier selves wake up. And it basically teaches us that when a character god tiers, it creates a ghost version of them who died at the time. The other noteworthy one we see is Prospect Jade waking up, who will see when she wakes up to the dream bubble will eventually become Jade Sprite. Also squeezed in there is Nepeta meeting Aqueous and Eridan meeting Fefri. And Oadia and Sullux, though it confuses me to death.
Eridan's still alive.
Not alive, dead.
Well, his soul exists.
His soul exists.
The Rachel's crazy theory Eridan has no soul did not follow through.
I'm so sorry.
Eridan does, in fact, have a soul.
It just took a long time to get in the dream bubbles.
It's a very weak soul. He still has one. Just not doing well.
Now, Ozzy confirmed that every single ghost in that class is pre-retcon, meaning all the dream selves are pre-retcon. All the god tier selves are pre-retcon, and the Aqueous, Nepeta, Eridan, Fefri are pre-retcon. So, doesn't that mean the Nepeta who's talking with Aqueous here is gonna eventually become Fefeta Sprite?
And then blow up.
And then blow up and meet
They
Fefri?
meet Fefri, and they go on the pirate ship together and become the admirals.
And they fly off with
out
Sox.
Tavros, and now they're in Tavros' army.
Okay, so it's like a full circle here.
Yeah.
Same with Eridan? Eridan has to become Aerosol Sprite, yet he woke up now?
Yeah.
It doesn't make
Wait,
any sense.
Wait, that could be a flashback. It doesn't. No, time doesn't work that way in Dream Bubbles. Time isn't linear in Dream Bubbles.
There's a point, though, where Eridan has to warp away to become Aerosol Sprite.
At some point, could be millions of years, could be 2 minutes.
Unless this one already became Aerosol Sprite, and this
No,
is...
because they showed his body going back together.
That's right,
So
it's the
exact moment he's waking up for the first time.
And he could have bypassed that by saying, it's post-retcon Eridan, it doesn't matter, there's no difference between the retcon Eridans. Same character. No. This is pre-retcon Eridan, meaning he has to become Aerosol Sprite at some point. So, who knows when that's gonna happen.
And then does Aerosol get wiped away, or is he running around the session?
I don't know, he could exist as Aerosol Sprite right now, couldn't he?
Every other sprite existed.
Yeah.
If Nana made it, then Aerosol probably.
But, yeah, why is there two
He's
Nanas
also
again?
Two Nanas.
I guess 'cause Nana's like John's guide, so he has to be the same Nana from the beginning. So, like, we could have a really sad scene between John and Nana before they beat the game. No?
Maybe if they end up with the Condis, but they aren't. Only John is going, so.
There's not gonna be any battle between John and the Condis.
They're just gonna talk. There won't be a battle scene between them.
Yeah.
Right now, there's not gonna be anything.
Right now, it's nothing.
Right now, it's maybe sometime next year, Hussey's gonna do a update that IPGD claims is unlike anything we've ever seen.
What does that mean?
It's on a scale that we've never seen before.
See, I would assume if Hussey's saying it's something we've never seen before, and the comic is going the Meta route, what if it was like hybrid animation live action?
I don't know.
Like Wads of Rabbit looking.
Like the Finn video and the Adventure Time making of?
Yes, exactly that. And Wads of Rabbit, but more people know about the Finn Adventure Time making of video. Because I'm trying to think of stuff Hussey hasn't done. 3D modeling, he's already done with Hive Swap. Flash games, he's already done. It has to be something he doesn't know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
Live action?
I don't know.
How do you do live action without it making look cruddy?
Party Bro.
Oh my god, he did Body Blue, so he can do live action. It has to be something he doesn't know how to do. Yet Homestuck has a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So what could there
Put a
be?
little background to this, how we know this, is IPGD, Hussy's best friend, the same one that talked about the Hive Swap scandal, they are supposedly on 4chan leaking information. And it's definitely them by their other non-Homestuck posts they're making. No one would roleplay a random person IPGD to this degree.
They're really into it, if so.
Yeah.
And they have leaked out stuff in the past.
Yes. They said that there's something coming that's gonna make that they know about because they're in with Hussy, and it's gonna make a lot of people mad and confused. And it turned out that the next update after that was the Arceus Dave's Petasprite one.
Yeah.
They ended up hugging, and that was IPGD's art.
Yep.
Even though she's not credited in the art credits, that's her art.
Even though it's an update that, in the context, Hussy makes fun of himself for bad writing and not knowing what to do with the comic. He's mocking himself in the update.
He just doesn't know what to do anymore.
I like how even Woe is on the lily pad side.
Then,
it's almost like we're in a narrative and we don't know what to do with ourselves.
And then that giant news post he wrote a couple days ago, he's already cut it down.
In like one day.
Yeah, most of it is gone. It's just a really straightforward. It says 99% of Homestuck is done, 1% will arrive next year, go check out Wheel of Fine. And that's the whole post.
Go buy my stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't make...
Buy more merch.
It doesn't make any sense. What is he doing with this comic?
He's screwing with you. Easy.
I don't understand at all.
As of now, there's nothing happening. Either maybe August 26th, that seems to be a magic number. If not, then 10/25 will be a Hive Swap trailer, and 11/11 will be the release, if it doesn't get delayed again.
Now, he deleted the part where he said the comic would come back 2016.
Yeah.
So when's the comic coming back?
Whenever.
Maybe he's to do an
Whenever it's
update
done.
once a month?
He said that putting him and IPG's words together, he has the final flash to make, which is something he just doesn't know how to do. Whatever he's decided on it has to be, he doesn't know how to do it. And he said that he's not even going to attempt to do it for at least a few months so that he can get Hive Swap Act 1 out and have that done and settled, and he can walk away from it and let the team work on the other parts alone. So that he can only work on the final update.
But we're not anywhere near the final update is the problem. Even though he said we have 99% of Homestuck done, he has not only a billion different character stories to wrap up, but he doubled it with the retcons.
It's gonna be flashes. He said he has 99% of the comic done. That leaves us between 80 to 100 pages left, depending on how much extra stuff there is. And he said the ending is mostly low page count, high arc trouble. Which is, it seems like he meant that to the highest degree possible. With less than 100 pages till the end of the comic. But each page is going to take him a month or two of work. So it could be a year or two before it's done.
But what if the comic doesn't end after that flash? What if he just keeps going? Because there's so much to wrap up.
He says he has the ending, and he's had it for a while, he just doesn't know how to do it.
I mean, back in 2013, he said he was going to go on the Gigapause and then come back and post the final update. We're done, goodbye. Yeah. And we all assumed, okay, every character's on low-fat, final battle, here we go. Now look where we are.
We got all the way up to Vriska with that one, and it got pretty close to Dave Petta showing up, is about where he stopped with Gigapause work, which was done in 3 months.
He did that in 3 months, right? Because all the gentleman trouble that took so long.
A little bit he did late last year, early this year, but I'm guessing he's lying a bit and did most of that over the Gigapause.
Yeah.
And then snuck in the final 10 updates.
And
towards the end.
But he has so much to wrap up. Because now he has Dave Petta, who has to have a story to wrap up. And Jaspers. The last thing you want to do is introduce more characters near the last 100 pages of the comic. What?
No, that's what Homestuck's about. Just throwing more and more stuff.
Because,
throw whatever in. That's what it's always been about.
He's even set up more sprites. Are we not going to talk about how we have 99% conformed an egg bun sprite? Mm-hmm. That's, the theory right now. I've seen all of that on the tag. People drawing egg bun sprite.
He's going to show up and explode in the same flash.
Most likely. And that's the idea that, for those who don't know, that there's a John who's with Terezi, and that John says he's useless. He doesn't know what to do. So he just kind of stands there as John whoops away. He's a spare John. I think that John is going to get sprited with Little Seb to create an egg bun sprite.
Yeah.
Because the sprites at this point tend to be mocking the fandom. Aerosol sprite, Nepeta sprite, you know? Even Jasper Sprite is kind of almost looks like Homestuck Rose. Like there's some sort of reference going on there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, no, not definitely. Not Hussey intentionally. It's the fact that Homestuck is kids mixed with their sprites. And what Hussey did is kids mixed with their sprites. So they're going to end up looking somewhat similar.
Okay. There's like a lot of similarities between
Dave
them.
with
But
the crow, Rose with the tentacles and cat.
But like
John with, he doesn't get mixed with Nana, thank God.
I was on a
What's his Homestuck? I don't even remember. It's been too long.
John?
John's?
I don't know.
Remember.
So I was talking with one of my friends whose name is Aerodan, because they will play Aerodan on the Homestuck, so Gary's mod server, which I'm probably going to advertise in a minute. Won't that be great? About this, they were talking about a theory they had, that every sprite is a form of fan service in the fandom that Hussey's mocking. Because they pointed out Aerosol Sprite, and then the Peta Sprite when that update came out. Like, are there more examples of sprites like that? Just silence, no?
I don't... Reminds me of the theory of the Alpha Kid sprites being quadrants. That turned out false.
Yeah, but like, don't you see something going on with the sprites now? That they're all some sort of the fandom? Some sort of fan service?
That's what it's always been about. That's what Calliope and Caliborn was. That's what the Alpha Kids were. That's what the Trolls were.
I guess you're right.
You're right, I looked it up. Heinous, whatever it's pronounced, Stuck John is supposed to be Harley Quinn. But it never got that far.
Okay. So, I don't think John's gonna get mixed with a Harley Quinn.
No.
But I'm definitely thinking bunny. John and a bunny. Maybe it'll get Sprite squared and it will get to become Prospect John. I could see him doing that, just because he likes to make Sprite squareds now. And then, the other theory I had...
Just mix him with the goofy hat.
Just mix him with the goofy hat, huh? The one Beck wears?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what Rose should have done. Because if she loved Nepeta Sprite so much, she knew Nepeta Sprite was going to get accidentally spied with something, so why not throw like a teacup or a hat and so it'd just be Nepeta Sprite with a teacup with a hat.
With a gun.
No, not that meme. No memeing.
Memeing.
This show's got to be meme free, right? No, it's not meme free. It's tainted with memes. Tainted. And then the other theory I had with sprites is that John is going to go back and retcon G-Cat roast Sprite. Because that Sprite's dumb. It doesn't do anything to the plot and isn't used...
Well, it has to kill Jake, then it has to be undone.
Once that kills Jake, because Grandpa Holly died by Tavros and Beck, and this is Tavros and Beck, and Jake's at a tea party... G-Cat. It's Tavros and a First Guardian, and then young Grandpa Holly is at a tea party with flint dual-lock pistols. He's going to get himself killed by shooting a gun at a Tavros. Because...
He has dual Beretta pistols.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Homestuck repeats itself, okay? And the situation is so similar, that's going to happen again.
If you fired a dual flintlock, you'd get 2 shots.
Yeah. Actually, he does have the Zilly flintlocks.
Yeah.
So you can't
just flintlocks.
But you can't like jump across the room John Woo style. Bang, 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 bang. Flintlocks don't do that. No, they have to be loaded and the wad and the ball bearing.
Dual flintlock pistols.
Back in the day, they would like fire at each other and go, okay, hold on, wait. And then let me put this in here. The wadding, push it down, and then the bell bearing, light the fuse. All right, I'm ready. A bang, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what he uses, dual flintlock pistols.
So,
What? You look like you're searching for something to say.
Yeah, where was I? The theory, right.
Yes. Continue with your theory.
Once that happens, that makes G-Cat Sprite irrelevant, because
they got the flintlock, and they got the immortal skeleton guy. They're gonna shoot it through him, and then finally return in the last gold coin.
Your phone's ringing, Luna.
No, it's not.
I thought it was. Never mind. So, once that happens, John can go back and retcon G-Cat roast Sprite, and instead do some other spriting, because at this point you have the green kernel, and you have the blue kernel, because it doesn't get sprited with G-Cat. It's just Tavros. You take G-Cat, and you throw G-Cat in the green kernel. So now you have a green G-Cat Sprite, just like Beck Sprite, right? Tavros is probably going to sprite himself with Vriska and explode to be Tavros Sprite again. Tavros will blow himself up and sacrifice himself to kill Vriska. Then you have
we don't know what happens with that case. That's never happened before.
No?
A live sprite exploding?
Oh.
We don't know what happens. It's only happened to dead ones, in which their soul is sent back into the dream bubble.
I guess
if
it would...
happens to a live one, they might just come back to life.
You're right about
They
that.
just pop right out.
Hmm.
We don't know.
Maybe somehow Tavro's sprite would get to the dream bubbles and explode with... Wait, what would be the point? Wait a second. I don't know. But now we have the Beck, right? The green Beck? This Beck is either going to come two things. Number one, it will sprite with Jake and create Jake Cat sprite. Because Jade sprite. Jade was Jade and Beck. Jake Cat will be Jake and G Cat. Or G Cat sprite with a K, which is Car Cat and G Cat. What do you think of that? Car Cat's knocked out with Echidna right now. So they get a spare Car Cat and then make G Cat Car Cat. Now that would make 3 Car Cats to the story. Because you'd have that one, you'd have the current Car Cat, and you'd have the Game Over Car Cat we haven't even seen yet. I mean, I'm
Slam the table.
slamming the table again. Okay. I mean, we are 99% done with Homestuck, and there are characters we haven't got back to since October. And if they on a...
We haven't gotten back to since January 2013.
Oh my god.
That was when the ship scene was, with Nepeta and Pfeffery and
My god.
Solix, Radia.
Before the comic ends, we have to get back and at least have longer dialogue scenes with Eridan, Owadia, Solix, Nepeta, Pfeffery, Game Over Kanaya,
That's
Game
one
Over
page.
Karkat, Kanaya.
That's one page.
What do you mean that's one page?
Mini Strife 2's already set up. They're all in the same spot. Tavros' army plus Vriska, Tavros, Solix, and Aradia. They're all right there. And that knocks off every single one of those character arcs done out of the comic, except for the final battle where the army shows up.
What about Game Over Kanaya, Gamzee, and Karkat?
I don't know.
Oh, we should talk about the Karkat project, which confirms the comic is going to be longer than 99 pages, or at least we're going to have one really long page. Because that song, what was it called? Tropic of Cancer?
Oh, yes. What's his name? Was it Plasmats? I think it was Plasmats that posted it. Over a year ago, they posted a song with a pirate-style map saying this is a work-in-progress song for an upcoming Homestuck project. I can't say more. If you guys can figure it out, then I'll tell you more.
The song is a heart thumping.
Someone finally figured it out. It's supposed to be a heart thumping as the noise, and the map is of the Tropic of Cancer. So he can from yes, it's a Karkat song. It's not for a walk around, but it's for something else similar. And that's all we know.
What does that not mean?
It means Karkat is involved in a interactive flash, probably a Mistuck style of him going through Echidna's lair.
I could see that. Yeah. Wow, Hussey's coding his own game of Mist in between these
He already
updates.
did that, and said he'd never do it again, which is why the Mistuck 2 was just click buttons to walk. There was no puzzles.
So there wouldn't be any puzzle with this.
No, it'd just be Karkat walking.
Karkat walking. Wow, this is riveting.
And at the end, someone does something to him.
Gamzee.
No. No.
Oh, you saw it?
That was the end of Mistuck 1, which will be the end of this one, too. Gamzee, yes.
Gamzee. It'll be Gamzee. Game Over Gamzee or what kind of
Both of
Gamzee?
them standing there.
Wouldn't that be amazing if it was just 2 Gamzees?
Somehow their scratches are on opposite sides.
Oh, he has to do that, doesn't he?
I think they were, because, I'd have to double check. Because I'm pretty sure that when Gamzee shows up in the with Terezi in the room, he already had scratches on. And they're the same.
Oh.
He'd have to retroactively change that if he was going to do that.
I was about to say, we haven't seen Gamzee, have we? But we have in this Dwacon timeline.
Yeah, where Terezi tied him up. And then it moved.
How did he even kill Equius if Equius didn't mistake Gamzee for Terezi?
That wasn't why he died. That was just a little thing that happened. He was going to die no matter what.
I suppose so. We're never going to see that version of the scene, though, are we? The Wetcon version.
No, it doesn't matter.
I mean, Wetcon, Nepeta, and Equius are pretty much useless at that point. They got their arcs paid off in that one chat with Equius and Dave Peta.
Yeah.
They even wrapped up Dave's Sprite's story with Bro. Because, we really thought, they're going to do the same exact scene where Dave talks about his childhood with Bro, both Dave's Sprite, the same scene. But Dave Peta talks about it. So, he got that out of the way, too. So he's wrapping up the stories quick, but he just has too many to wrap up. And not enough time. Homestuck is 99%
He's got
done.
80 pages in a year and a half.
I don't believe it. He's not going to wrap it up in time. Didn't Olio, he said, there will be 200 more pages and that'll be that, and then he posted 400 pages?
I don't know.
He went way overboard, didn't he?
What
do you mean,
I was thinking of this. I thought of something. You cut me off and I forgot.
Oh.
Oh yeah, people are saying that say goodbye to Caliborn. There's no way to squeeze him in.
Is that it? Is Caliborn?
Caliborn.
His plot's over?
The only time he could ever be important in the story again is in the real version of the claymation scene, which we probably won't see because we've already seen it anyways. We don't need to see the real version. It'd be a waste of pages.
Imagine it like 5 seconds in a flash, though.
If it was cut in there really short, but with only 80 pages left, then he doesn't need to waste his time showing stuff we've already seen.
We won't.
The next page of the comic could be the aftermath, and we understand what's happened.
We won't get like a full battle scene of Caliborn beating up the Alpha Kids because one, obviously he did that in Clayfall because it's too brutal to show in comic, and two, we're probably just gonna see one scene of a Beta Kid fading away into the house, something really quick.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Jade, I'm assuming. Because at this point, Jade's gonna flip. I'm telling you right now. Sound Jade mental breakdown is gonna happen.
We still don't know who the clay figures were.
Oh.
We assume it's the kids because they're colors, but that's all we know. There happens to be 8 of them, and they happen to match the kids.
You're saying, well, Caliborn says he took out the dog girl, and the girl whose vocabulary was too annoying, and the kid who beat him up. Like, he described each one.
It's pretty vague still. With as many different versions of characters as there are now, it's still really vague.
You're telling me they're just gonna trick Dave Petta and Jaspros to getting in the house?
I saw a theory that the 4 warriors that have been trapped inside the Jujus forever are all Sprite Squared Doom Timeline versions.
Wouldn't it be great if Caliborn, if Whiska just like emptied out the house, like, let's go, warriors, and Whiska's like, it's still stunt doubles, like Spaceballs. That'd be great. No? And then someone would flip, most likely, Carcat or someone who stands for the Doom Selves. Probably, Doomed Kankri, Doomed Carcat.
The last 80 pages of the comic is just Kankri explaining what happens next.
Absolutely not. Like a Doc Scratch segment with Kankri? No.
It's him sitting in front of a fireplace, and he tells the last act of Homestuck in Kankri form.
No. I think the ultimate payoff for the Doomed Selves story arc would be for them finally to empty out the house and then say, see, useless, these aren't even the main selves. We tricked these ones instead of getting in, so you guys don't have to be trapped inside. For someone to finally speed up and say, they're no different than them, you still trapped them in the house, and that's terrible.
The last page of Homestuck that Hussey doesn't know how to do is Recap 5, in which he recaps all of Act 6.
He doesn't know how to type it. We're never going to get a recap, and we're never going to get an end of year, blah, 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 whatever we're at.
Well, we know we will see during the Omega Pause. Hopefully, Book 4 of Homestuck.
No. Don't expect that.
They moved the books to Wheel of Fine. They acknowledge their existence.
You really think Hussey's going to squeeze in the time to make another book? Absolutely not.
If you see anything during the Giga Pause, during pauses, working on the actual comic is not his priority at all. He does every other little thing possible other than the comic.
Not the music albums. He could care less about making another music album.
That's not on him, though.
Yeah.
That's on the music team, most of which he's fired by now.
Oh.
If they're not Toby or Clark, then they're out.
What about the guy who made the Carcat one?
That was Powell. It was Clark. Clark Powell.
Toby
Fox and Clark Powell are the only ones left.
I want, before the comic ends, one Bowman song.
One Bowman. Bowman said during the Giga Pause that he hasn't heard from Hussey in years and they don't really do it to any work anymore.
I don't care if it's an existing Bowman song used in a flash. I want a Bowman song. And I can know for a fact he was going to put No Release in Sound to As You Remember.
The one exception, the one post-Mega Pause exception has been Moonsetter was used.
That's Bowman.
And that's not a Toby song.
Right? Or
that's not Bowman. That's something with an S.
Oh.
That's
Isn't it an extended new version too?
It's a new version, yeah. It's the extended version. And everything else has been Toby, with a little bit of Powell.
What about that wonderful Caliborn Claymason music?
That was Toby.
Oh. Yeah, I guess all he does is Toby now. Type swaps Toby only.
Yeah.
Can we at least
Toby voiced Caliborn, Toby voiced the Denizens, Toby did the, I think he did the Elevator Stuck remix of Meows.
There's a point where I expect Hussey just to go, well, I'm done. Homestuck is in charge of, let's see, Ryan North Whiting, Ikimo Art, and Toby does the music. Goodbye, everyone.
That's it. That's literally what happened.
That's literally what's happened with the comic.
It's not a joke. That's what happened.
I was kind of shocked that the actual Hussey-style panels of Trezzy Wimble was still Papers everywhere. Mm-hmm. Not Hussey. Yeah. And Papers did it twice. They did realistic of the entire thing, and then Hussey style of the entire thing. And Hussey liked the Hussey style more. So, are we going to see Hussey do something for a big flash, or is he just going to hire outside artists? If so, how is it an issue for him? Why can't he just get outside artists to do the final flash?
For some reason. Whatever it is, he doesn't know how to do it.
Talking to people? I mean, Hussey was never really social. He's kind of awkward. Maybe that's his difficulty.
Did you see him holding up that cat?
That image of him holding his cat? What is that at? Twitter?
That was on IPGD's Twitter. And it's definitely his house, because it's the house from Party Crew 3.
Why hasn't Hussey moved since Homestuck got popular?
He said he had, but that's the same house from Party, which was 2010, 2011, so who knows?
Dad, don't you find that weird?
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Hussey hasn't moved since Homestuck got big in 2010.
That's right. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, still lives in a tiny house, and he goes, "That's all I need. As long as there's a Taco Bell nearby and a Subway with a guy with art skills, what more does Hussey need? Right?
Yeah,
what do you need?"
Right.
Hussey says he goes to the mall, and people say, "Hey, nice Homestuck shirt."
Yeah, and he's like, yeah. Yeah. But you and I had that at Scare LA this weekend where people were talking to me, and even you were like, "Does that guy know that the thing he's wearing you thought of?" And I go, "No, he doesn't have any idea." So that's just, I try to think of myself as a creator of things, and I never correct people. If they say thanks, if they go with a nice shirt, I go, "Yeah, thanks." I would never go, "Well, this is my thing." No, that's never going to make you any friends. So he's never going to do that. But it just shows that even though they're aware of Homestuck, they don't know what it is, because if you're a Homestuck fan, Hussey's as much a part of the strip as Nepeta and Terezi and all the other characters, right?
Yeah.
So they're probably peripheral fans, or they know somebody. So you just be polite to people like that. You don't have to, you wouldn't want to call them out. Not everybody's weird like us. You guys didn't know what you could talk about, and you're at 40 plus minutes already of not talking about Homestuck.
Do you think when Hussey goes out, people do recognize him?
Not as often as you'd think, probably.
Wow. Because Homestuck's so friends.
Yeah.
And Hussey changes his look so much. One week he's like, "Wow, Hussey's really got his life back together." Next image, "Wow, Hussey's really falling apart. Go save Hussey." Next image, "Wow, Hussey's really..." It's rinse and repeat over and over and over again. With every image we see off of his Twitter, he's got like a different look going.
I quite like 2012 bowl cut Hussey.
No. Absolutely not. And then he was saved for a long time. Like, completely saved. Then he had like a little hair. And then he had a full head of hair. And
You've run out of stuff to talk about. You've moved on to Hussey's hairdo.
And then he's always got that one bald spot on his beard that drives Luna crazy.
On the left side of his beard. Just one patch of skin. We don't know what it is.
Every Hussey image that we see,
mark there. Or, I don't know what it is.
I try to think of us as a cool hip show, and you're dragging us to the E Network. Fashion police. Well, I felt that the wrinkled T-shirt fad was quite illuminating. It showed that he's a carefree spirit who's not afraid to look haggard or normal in front of his fans.
The 2012 Comic-Con, he wore the Problem Sleuth Afterlife shirt. I think he was just trying to sell it because it wouldn't sell.
Yeah, exactly.
He wore a Nepeta sort to Sifty look. I don't know why.
Let's wrap it up. Anything else you need to talk about this week? Because there's always an episode next week. Now that we've got things set up to record, we're back. We're going to now that the TV and the PS3 are hooked up, we're going to start with what? We're going to finish our viewing of Homestuck Collab Episode 3, Act 3, and that's courtesy of Patreon pledger Vriska. That's down the pipeline. We really want to just thank everybody for their patience. It's hard to move, to put your stuff in boxes, and then to get set up again. It really does take a toll on you. And we actually started this moving process in February. We packed everything up starting in February, so this has been a long process.
But we're here.
We're here.
And can I do an ad?
Oh, please.
I have an ad. Oh,
What are you
right.
trying to sell us?
So now I have become moderator of my favorite video game server. It's time I advertise it. Now, before you go, oh, wait, what's this kid here with this Call of Duty server? It's time to stop listening. No! It's a Gary's Mod server. Gary's Mod's a much better
Gary's
game.
Mod, I run the Five Nights at Freddy's fan group server.
Stop! No, it's not it. It's not that bad. Plus, I don't want it. I'm only a simple moderator being taught. But it is for Cuddlefists & Co., a Homestuck Gary's Mod server. We chat all day. It's sort of like a virtual Homestuck meetup, but it needs more Homestuck. We don't get new people that often, and a lot of the old people they've grown out of Homestuck. So the Homestuck of the server is started a little down, yet it's still strong. There's normally like 10 or 11 of us on the server talking about Homestuck, but the problem is that there's 25 slots, so that could be doubled. So check out the Cuddlefists & Co. Steam group page that I'm probably going to advertise in the 91 Reasons podcast group page, even though most of the people in the group are just my friends from Cuddlefists & Co. So there wouldn't be much of a point to that. So if you're listening to the show from the Reddit right now, or the Tumblr that I posted to, please go check out Cuddlefists & Co., the Homestuck Gary's Mod server. Come on and join and hang out with us.
Is that the end of the commercial?
Yeah, that's the end of the commercial.
Not a flying toy.
Yeah. Some assembly required.
Some assembly required, right? Batteries not included.
Some-
You put it together.
Some loading screens included, because Gary's Mod, if you don't
Some
have a good
add-ons
computer.
required.
Some add-ons required,
Luna,
yeah.
do you have any ads you want to talk about?
No.
Your Gary's Mod packs?
Oh,
And-
I made the non-stuck checker as a new thing.
Yeah, I have no idea what
You-
that is.
you would
All I
make-
know is you made a dick butt gun.
Oh,
so
I made a dick butt gun. Yeah, go on Game Banana, look me up. I made a dick butt gun. It's the Team Fortress 2 shotgun and minigun. Dick butt all over it.
yeah, that sounds
It's
great.
so popular that the Left 4 Dead workshop, the other Valve game, the zombie one, there's already weapons in there. They reused my textures.
They just
stole
stole it
from
right
me,
from you.
Stuck it in the other game.
It's an homage. It's not. They didn't steal it. It's an homage.
The main bulk of it is a new texture they made, and the little strip on the top is mine. And then I also made the non-stuck checker, which is a Gary's Mod add-on you can put on your server that makes whenever someone joins your server, they can't play the game until they solve a Homestuck trivia question.
That sounds great.
I need to update it with the new version. I still gotta set up all my tools for uploading stuff. I need to find a safe Java download. Do you know how hard that is?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Java is like an
Yeah, I
alternative
know what
to
Java
Flash.
is.
Do you know how hard it is to find one that's not a virus or something?
Yeah, good luck. The internet's a scary place.
You laugh with your Java? I'm trying to find an Adobe Flash add-on.
Go onto the Steam Workshop for Gmod and look up the PlayX. It's in the description. There's a direct link to it.
Oh, I did that and it gave me a virus. I also one time
I
it said,
have it. And it's
one
fine.
time it said Flash official update, official Flash, and it's all the update. Go to our webpage. Webpage is in Japanese. Virus. I had to run the malware scan, delete it all. Like I don't trust this stuff. I'm too scared to download.
Don't trust the
things.
internet, man.
And one more thing about the server is not only does Luna hang out, but we have a mic, so come talk to us.
I don't have one.
So it's like a 91 Reasons Homestuck episode every day with you.
Oh,
Yeah, come hang out with us in the server.
All right, well that's okay. You've done your commercial. I see the look on your face like you're just gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah, Cuddlefists & Co. Come join the server. You know, like Cuddlefists is in Fefui.
Ivan et Niaj. That's what you need. A subliminal backward song. Cuddlefish and Co. Ak di ship nyan lua. Right?
Yeah.
I did that fast. Isn't that nice?
Wow, it was beautiful.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
let's do some other plugs. You can go to iTunes and leave us a review. We love that. It doesn't cost anything. We have 42 5-star reviews and 1 4-star review. So leave us a review on iTunes. It costs nothing. If you want to support the show financially, you can go on Patreon and search 91 Reasons. You can pledge as little as $1 a month for however long or as little as you want. It all helps. It all goes to the show. We love you guys. We love doing the show. If you've missed any of the past episodes, you can currently listen to them on YouTube. Nearly all 30 other episodes are on YouTube under 91 Reasons Homestuck. I don't think I've loaded 29 or 30, but that was happening during the move, so I'll try to catch up on those. Coming very soon to 91 Reasons, our feed, we're going to up the bandwidth and gig storage that we have on Podomatic. And all the prior Homestuck episodes will magically reappear in your feed if you want to listen to them. So That's exciting. It's also very expensive. So thank you to everyone who's supporting the show, because without your support, we would not be able to offer that to the audience. So we think that's great. Any other final things, Luna, before we sign off for a week?
That's all.
Let's hope Hussey has an update the next week so you guys have something to talk about.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a Hive Swap update sometime August. So
Yeah,
maybe.
so maybe. So our next con, do you know what our next con is?
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, unless I get the day off to go to Long Beach Comic-Con, which I'm hoping, but you never know.
That'd be amazing.
Normally, I am knee-deep in Scary Farm prep, but since I'm not doing much this year, I could actually swing a day to go to Long Beach Comic-Con, so we might do that. So we got a lot going on, right?
I gotta get together with my Cat cosplay with my new eye contacts.
Yes. We can't wait to post pictures of you with your yellow cat eyes.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It is. It's really exciting.
I want to see you do it.
I'll do it. When's your next day off work? We can help me.
Hey, I don't need to take a day off to stick my finger in your eye. It takes only a couple of minutes to do that. Boink, boink, like the Three Stooges. Doing.
Okay.
All right, you looking forward to it? All right, so I am Jeff.
I'm Austin.
I'm Luna.
And together we are 91 Reasons.
Thanks for listening. By Graham Thar's Hammer. We'll be back with another episode. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So say we all. Hey, hey, hey.